or 5 o'clock deadline. If I don't get to the clerk's office, I cannot file these appeals. You gotta go. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm Lawyer Henderson. You filed a federal lawsuit in federal court. It is a bomber, isn't it? I know, I should know. I filed two. In Georgia federal courts, the pro se plaintiff is always have this deck that's stacked against him. In Georgia federal court system, the system is so corrupt and it's against the plaintiff who filed the lawsuit, the pro se plaintiff who filed the lawsuit. First, when you file your paperwork with the Georgia federal courts, there is a civil cover sheet, you file your affidavit, and you filed all of these other things and documents for your filing. Then you file the filing fee, of course. Well, as a pro se plaintiff, we know that we don't stand a chance in the federal court system, even though that we don't have hundreds and thousands of dollars for some attorney, even though you still might not win. Well, there was a law office that has done statistics on how many defendants have won on summary judgment. That number has increased over the last 15 years at the district level. That means that the district judges in federal court here in Georgia continues to hand out summary judgments for the defendants. I should know, because that happened to me as well. And when you go up against the court system in Georgia in federal court, be aware, because the shenanigans is going to begin. First, the district judge looked at your complaint. He didn't say, okay, I'll approve this. Then, after that, he found ways to dismiss your complaint, waiting for the defendant to find any excuse to say why they should get motion for summary judgment. The defendant can even lie in their summary judgment motion and say things that is not true, and also can have numerous of inconsistencies and still win on a motion for summary judgment. That is the corruption of Georgia federal court system. So on an appeal, the pro se plaintiff can and possibly can win, but it's also a problem even at the 11th Circuit level in Georgia federal and circuit courts. There was a retired judge, I think he's from the 9th or the 5th district. He talks about how the pro se plaintiff, when they file lawsuits, have been treated unfairly in our court systems, whether it be at the district level or the appeal level, or even some cases where even at the Supreme Court, we as pro se plaintiffs cannot represent ourselves on the Supreme Court level. So that means that we have an issue here. Why is it that the court system do not like pro se plaintiffs? Well, because we didn't hire one of their little club members, their little attorneys, those the one who carrying around the little law license. We didn't hire them. So they get upset with the pro se plaintiff and they find some way, whether it be under jurisdiction, whether it be, oh, you didn't format this right. Oh, we're going to dismiss your case because there's warrant for prosecution. Oh, we're going to dismiss your case because you failed to appeal right. They come up with all kinds of excuses not for you to prevail as a pro se plaintiff. This is the action. Our Constitution was designed to make sure that the pro se plaintiff has his or her day in court. In Georgia, don't even think about it. In the court system today, in which I pretty much have experienced myself, I'm still trying to get a hearing, but the judge there in the district court will not allow it. So, what you have to do is, of course, they want you to pretty much hire an attorney. But see, you don't have thousands and thousands upon thousands of dollars to do that. So you what? You have no choice but to file the lawsuit. Don't worry, because what you have to do also is you're going to have to stay active. You're going to have to make sure that the Georgia federal courts do its job. There has been a lot of complaints against the district courts at the 11th Circuit level, but the district judges never get in trouble when there's complaints. That is a problem as well. The district court judges did not find a way. They simply just ignore the law. That's how they do things here. So, the next time you as a pro se plaintiff file a lawsuit in Georgia federal courts, make sure that you look at this video, leave a comment, like, and tell me your experience when you go to not just in federal court here in Georgia or the 11th Circuit, whether you go in any federal court system or state court system throughout America, how they treat the pro se plaintiff. I'm Lawyer Henderson. Thank you for watching this video. Off to the appeals court.